2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. Today's game continues this Golden State Warriors homestand.
And they need to play much better tonight than they did in the first game. This is the second of 4 games between them this season, so a team they'll face often, they want to keep it competitive.
Yeah, you don't want your opponent feeling like they've got your number. If you start the season 0-2 against them, that's the exact feeling you start to get.
There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Now here's Durant. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Now Bridges. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Here's Jackson, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Here's Nesmith. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And it's Banchero missing. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
You immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thank you, David. Nesmith can't get it to go.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Back to Vassell. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Strong finish by Vassell, showing off that bounce right there.
Jackson. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Jackson's got his third bucket of the night. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 3. Going inside. Rebounded by Jackson. Pass to Nesmith. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Off target with his three.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed. You see the improvement in Vassell's jump shot, looking more and more confident now.
Down low, here's Grant. Golden State moving it around. KD can't get it to go. Oklahoma City trailing. Screen by Sabonis. Here's Vassell. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Pass to KD. Nesmith with the ball. And the Warriors miss again. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Inside. Here's Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
KD looking around. Left side Grant. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Weber. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was...
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Still yet to score. And there it is for him.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Mathurin for three. Offensive rebound. Back to Nembhard. Just 5 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Fires from 18. The Warriors pull it in.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Lob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Downright lethal in the pick and roll. Gordon's size and quickness, along with the decision making, it's a tough combination.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The Warriors making a switch here. Warriors trailed by 8. Jackson with it. 7 points in the game. Outside Mathurin. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Banchero inside. And it's in there.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just pulleys right through it.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Weber, and Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. That one falls. Bridges got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Mathurin for 3. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Weber, and Weber throws it down.
And Weber, just tremendous size in the paint, easily rising up to take that one home.
Banchero with the screen. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. Makes it off the glass. Banchero's got 4 this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Wells. And the dunk by Wells.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. To the middle. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. And now it's a 12-point Oklahoma City lead. Outside Jackson. Into the lane. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
It's stolen by Banchero. That'll do it for the first half. Oklahoma City out in front as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Wallace. Durant with it. Wallace a screen. Over Will. KD with the bucket.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
You see the strength and the poise of Sabonis. He loves going in, taking contact, and finishing over defenders.
And Sabonis, no good on that one. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David.
Give it up for your Warriors, Vince Team.
Vassell outside. Over Neesmith. On the wing, Gordon. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Gordon's got 8 points.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
For 3, Durant. The rebound by Chris Webber.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Vassell outside. Webber a screen. 5 on the clock. Ring shot on the way. Then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
And you got to have respect for how hard Webber goes on that glass, using those huge hands to snatch rebounds away.
That free throw good from Webber. Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
Pass to Webber. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Getting some airtime. Okay, Bridges, we see you.
Banchero with the ball. Back to Nembhard. Banchero with the screen. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Neesmith. Pass to Durant. From past the arc. And another 3 for Golden State.
Nice form and confidence from Durant. Not his first shot with minimal time left. Certainly not his last.
To the inside. Here's Vassell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Thunder making a switch here. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. And that one misses.
Look, if there's one thing that we've learned about Vassell since he came into the league is that he is a tough competitor. He will battle each and every night.
Right side Durant. Here's Reed. They get the rebound. And here is KD. He's got 5. Back to Mathurin. From outside the arc. Drops in the tray. Mathurin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Weber inside. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And a shot by Wells, no good. Warriors trailed by 15. Here's Reed. Another 3 for Golden State.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here now is Weber. 8 points for him. And then Gordon with the dunk.
A truly selfless player. Weber loves to score, but he also wants to see the rest of his team get involved.
They set the pick. Mathurin for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Oklahoma City sitting with a comfortable lead.
The Thunder, 41.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Banchero looking around. Outside for KD. Here's Reed. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Sabonis inside. Pass to Wells. To the paint. It's stolen by Banchero. That's a 2 for Mathurin. The Thunder pull it in. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 16.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And Reed throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And the Thunder making a switch here.
Now into the lineup for the Thunder. Chris Webber. Royce O'Neal.
Weber inside. Banchero grabs the board. Outside, KD. On the wing, Mathurin. A 3-pointer is right on target.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
He lobs it up, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Warriors trailed by 11. Jackson down low. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They can't stop the run with that one.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
The Thunder leading by 6. Down low, and Weber throws it down. Gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And how about Weber there rising up for the alley-oop? Great at recognizing there. He's got the room to hammer that one home.
Outside for KD. 6 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And the move and the basket. SGA has the defense shook.
Over to the wing. Screen by Durant. Tipped away. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Weber throws it down.
And Weber, always a guy that can score the basketball. And once he gets going, it is tough to slow him down.
Pass to Reed. Outside, KD. Back to Reed. And here's Jackson. From the arc. That shot misses. Lob pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And when Gordon is hot, boy, he is fun to watch. And you can tell he's having fun as well.
Jackson with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Weber throws it down.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Oklahoma City.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
First team foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 to shoot. Here's Weber. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Outside Durant. No good on the three. And Weber's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Gordon for three. No good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get